I don't
I
think
feel like I did.
It was internal and it depressed me.
No, it was not lost on me.
Welcome to The Queen's Blades, a Tales of the Valiant actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Casey, what happened last time?
We refused to do what the Cardinal asked, and Murray refused to lay down her weapons. Trifton charged the Cardinal, and Taliesin said a lot of rude things too.
Whose side are you on here? Whose side?
Decorum was not maintained.
Yes. And we were sent back to the palace with the Queen Regent, and we were appropriately chastised. Yeah.
We felt it. It felt like things.
And that was the episode.
And now we have to talk about what we felt, you guys.
This is so. You guys have received a decidedly disappointed dressing down from Blood Regent Diani Erwinarn, and have only then been allowed to have your supper. However, all of that being true, there are yet things to be done. And so after you have had an opportunity to eat, as you sit down to eat, Diani rises and she withdraws from the room. Zorro waits until you've had some time to eat before striding over and sitting down at one end of the table and leaning forward on his elbows. So, we have several problems, and they're going to have to be dealt with, and they aren't going to be able to be dealt with here. That's harder because we're under closer observation and we've been decidedly ordered to not leave here. But things need to be done anyway.
I do enjoy that tone.
Yeah. So, we need to know what's going on with that mage, with the fiend that you encountered. In addition, it is not ideal given the circumstances that there's just the four of us here. I'm going to put a message across to Silvercliff, which is the private residence of the Blood Regent, to get some more blades over here. But I'm very confident that the docks are closed. And so we're going to need to arrange a point of entry. And finally, the Blood Regent has a contact who might be be able to get us a little better picture of what's going on. Serela Valen, Serela Vaylen. She's a cleric. She's within the circles of the church, but is a friend. Can be trusted. And she might be able to give us a bit more of what's going on inside now that we're locked out. So, all of that will need doing, and doing as quietly as you're able to. Will likely be a problem if they work out that you're gone, and that it's just me and her.
And what is your suggestion for us arriving at Gone? How long should we anticipate being able to?
Ideally, you would arrive at Gone quite soon. Suppose could give it a few hours and go into the cover of dark. But the longer we wait, the longer Crozon has freedom of action. So it'll be easier under cover of dark, but it'll give him a bit more time.
We need to do all of these things tonight.
I don't know what Crozon's next move is, and I don't think it will be a direct move against the Regent. But it will be a lot easier to respond if there aren't just the four of us. Who knows how quickly whatever there is to find at the site of your battle will be gone. And knowing what's going on is only useful to us if we know before it's already happened.
Right. And she will stay in tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are looking to investigate what the reason and source is for the deception.
Yeah, essentially. Crozon's putting out already the notion that this was an attack by the Knights Arcane of Ondair. I don't know what his claimed evidence is other than the attackers were mages. You fought one, maybe there's some evidence there. Maybe Serela knows something. And as for more blades here, I will just feel better. And once they're here, it'll be easy to argue. Given the crisis, more hands the better.
So what are we concerned about Crozon doing? We don't want to give him more time for...
We don't know.
Okay.
That's the problem.
General
don't know what's happening.
coup activities.
Do we know where to find Sorella?
Yeah, she's a house in the north quarter.
Well, between those two, where would you all like to begin? They seem the most pressing issues.
I think making sure that we've got people here to protect the Blood Regent is a top priority. But that may
To
just
help
be me.
inform your decision making, let me tell you a bit about the mechanic that we're going to use for this. So I asked you all to get out some dice, a D10, a D8, and a pair of D6s. Each of those should be set to their maximum number and set somewhere in your view. These are timers.
Oh.
One of the D6s is for sneaking in more Queen's Blades. You need to achieve enough successes to count it down to 0. The other D6 is for getting in touch with Sorella. The D8 is for investigating the mage. And the D10 is time.
Okay. Gulp.
So does that essentially mean we have more, quote, time with the D8? Is that what?
It means the D8 is a harder task.
Okay. I'm sorry, so the D8, the 1D6 was sneaking in the blades. The other D6 was investigating.
Was meeting up with
Was
Sorella.
The D8 was investigating what was going on with the mage.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Dun, dun, dun.
So you guys can approach that however you want, in whatever order you want, or divide and conquer.
Splitting the party does seem like the best option.
Yeah, because also divide and conquer means one of us is alone.
Well, 3 tasks, 3
All
people.
of us are alone.
Oh, you meant, I'm sorry. I don't know why I think only 2. Okay, well, I will say this. Trifton still would vote for other blades, and if we divided, that would be the one that Trifton would want to do.
Because we would know this from working together, who would be the best suited to investigate the area?
That's a good question.
I am. Well, investigation would also be for the mage, right? Because Murray would
I assume
be.
That's what I
asking
mean.
about.
That's what I mean. Going back to the scene
I'm
of
so
the
sorry.
fight.
I have, if to quantify it, 5. Investigation, strength.
Yeah, mine is a big 0.
Great. If I'm not perceiving something, I have no idea.
Got it.
So,
Character-wise, Murray would want to go investigate the mage anyways. That's who she had targeted in that fight, and is not feeling great that it got away.
And actually, having our smooth talker go talk to Sorella in Taliesin honestly seems appropriate.
I may have had a few. What is it that would? I'm just kidding.
May have.
2.
Dinner,
It was 2.
dinner ran long.
At 9 in the morning.
Meh.
You guys were doing shots at 9 in the morning.
Nips. We were doing nips, okay? Not shots. It's little warm-ups. That's all it was. Okay. So then is that the division?
If we're dividing, I do think that seems most appropriate, but whether we divide is still...
Right. Do we have a way to contact each other that
You
I
could
don't know
arrange-
about?
You could arrange a time to meet up.
No, we don't have sending stones.
I know, I was...
Right.
We don't have the tappy things on our shoulders.
Is the thing on?
I did that one time. Just rode out for years.
Yep.
What? 2 hours is enough to get something and regroup?
I would hope so. We are on a very small island here.
I have
Right?
time blindness, so I am the wrong person to ask about how long things take.
It was a legit question too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, you can get back and forth across the city at that speed, sure.
cool. Where should we?
I'm looking at our Flamekeep map. We are being held
Oh, that's a good idea.
in the little gray rectangle behind. Is that where we
Yes.
are? Okay.
Yeah, to the left of the main citadel where the
Got
cathedral
it.
is.
And I'm going northwest corner.
Yes.
Okay. Going to write my note here so I can step. I'm seeing Sorella was spelled how?
Serela.
And Vaylen.
Yes.
Yay.
And what you want smooth talker? What is it I'm getting from her here? She's the contact.
She's on the inside. She's part of the clergy. And maybe knows something about what's going on.
Got it. Well then, would you suggest out the front door, or have you a more fitting sort of route in mind?
Have we determined also, I'm so sorry, where we're meeting up? In 2 hours?
Nope.
Okie doke.
No.
We have not.
Okay, great. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I have now opened Discord and caught up to the map. The palace is the one to the left of the
Cathedral, yes.
cathedral. Okay.
That is honestly a lot closer to the middle of the island than I thought the palace was.
Same. This map is very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
What is that item to the right?
The cathedral. In the center?
No, not the big thing. Excuse me. The small gray building to the right of the cathedral.
Small green building.
That was where we stopped on the way in with the carriage, I believe.
That's like a gatehouse?
Oh, yes. When entering through the main road, that's a customs house essentially.
And then the docks we are talking about. Oh, go ahead.
Are on the west side. You can see them kind of projecting out into the water.
Both north and south.
Yep.
I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, docks. What is the
Mia, ladies and gentlemen.
The orange buildings, both to the north and south of the cathedral. Orange or gold.
Oh, those are lightning rail stations.
Okay.
And then
And I'm so sorry. The last items. Well, it's our the green areas. I'm thinking
Yeah.
of where it is we want
It's
to
grass.
That's just
I
courtyard.
swear to goodness.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. So we've got 2 little hands jutting out at the top, and we have a green oblong with 3 buildings in it on each side.
Those are just big houses.
Just big houses?
I
Are they
think
occupied?
that's where I'm headed, to the northwest one.
Rich folks.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we got into our fight at the south end of the courtyard, if I'm remembering correctly.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be all along the wall of our building
Watchtowers.
here. Princes kept their view.
How dare you?
Now I have Dave Matthews in my head. Thanks. Superior version. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Fight.
Superior
Roll
version
initiative.
is
Fight.
what it is. He'll lock me in a walk-in. Let's. All right. So, Trifton, your plan to send word for reinforcements. Which way are you thinking you will be heading for that?
That is a phenomenal question.
Thank you.
Well,
Felt
if the-
quite standard. But...
So Zaro said the docks are closed. I am not sure. I can't tell if this is Mia or Trifton speaking right now.
Yeah, we're the same in that, darling.
Zaro, how would you suggest if the docks are closed that we get word out?
There's a priest down by the docks, Elid Thane. He has a colorful past before he took vows. If you can
How
convince
exciting.
him, he knows. He has some experience avoiding closed docks.
My kind of chap, it would seem.
I'm just wondering how much we may want to take the assistance of someone with a checkered past. Am I going to be getting involved with someone who is...
Oh, I should hope so.
Checkered? Yes.
Yes.
Have we not met?
There is deception afoot, so I'm not entirely sure who it is that we can or cannot trust at this point.
I
There are-
promise you, those with the darkest past are usually the most comfortable in the light of the present. This is the person we trust. I love a rascal.
I don't.
Would you like to switch tasks?
I would not.
Oh.
I'm just wary. We've already had someone take money for hiding or diverting our attention. We don't know who gave that money.
Well, he did his job outstandingly, so... as long as we are the ones to do the hiring, I feel as though this would probably be a successful course for us.
Are we thinking we are going to be providing... We're going to be giving them money for this?
That would be one way to
you
convince him.
might.
Will we be acting with the Blood Regent's name in these matters?
With Cirilla, yes, you can use her name. With the rest, we should not. Because, well, if you're arrested, I want to be able to blame you for being rapscallions.
That's fair.
Player question?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. How well known are our faces as the Queen's Blades?
Not extraordinarily well known. I mean, among people that you spend time with, or places you frequent, that sort of thing, perhaps. But no, I wouldn't say that you're not celebrities.
Okay. That helps.
Yet.
Sure.
All right, so I will go find Ellard.
Elid, E-L-I-D.
E-L-I-D, thank you. Ellard Thane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What floor are we on in this building? Out of how many?
There are probably 3 levels to the residential part of the building, and this dining hall's probably on the 2nd floor, above the ground floor.
Great. Are there balconies on the windows?
Oh yeah, sure.
Perfect. Well then.
Wait, where are we meeting back?
Yes. I don't suppose here would be the right choice.
There's maybe some taverns around the docks.
I will need longer than 2 hours to arrive to you from the docks. But I am more than happy to meet you in a tavern, my love.
How long will you need?
Oh, I would imagine 2 hours to get to there and here, but to continue crossing the city to the docks, just a bit longer. Maybe a half hour, if distracted.
What if we say 2.5 and assume you'll be there by 3?
I do so love being seen. Yes, smashing then. Tavern by the do we get... Philip, what's the name of the tavern that we all know by the docks? I knew you were going to turn it to us.
Nice. Well done. The tavern by the docks here in Flame Keep. The tavern by the docks is called the
Dockside.
I'm trying to make a pun on Scion's Sound because that's the body of water you're off of. I'm failing.
The singing Scion. Oh, sorry. I have to be quiet. I'm so sorry.
It's called the Red Herring.
Trifton is starting to get a little less sure about this route.
Perfect. So then the red herring in 2.5, call it 3.
And Murray,
Yes.
you
Yes.
have your plans.
My plan is to investigate where there was a mage and fiend. That's my plan.
It's a good plan.
Oh, good. Okay. I think that's where I'll start, and then in 2.5 hours, I'll let you know what I have.
Taliesin has started walking towards a balcony, tying a rope to the end of a crossbow bolt. It's been decided for him.
Do we all want to exit the same way? Seems a little obvious.
I'm not going to jump off of the balcony, but I am going to leave in a stealthy manner.
Okay. So
I feel like I'm being overly planny in this moment. So sorry.
I'm being Taliesin, so here I go.
I think I'm just being Mia, so I gotta zip it. Go.
Okay, so first task then is getting out unseen by the Silver Shields and Knights of Thrain. And we're going now. We're not waiting for dark.
Dark wouldn't give us time for a long rest, would it?
Nope. Give me time for a short rest, but you probably had that already.
We have.
Do we know how close we are to dark? Like how many hours until dark?
Couple hours.
Murray wouldn't. Murray would want to get
none
out
of this
and get
isn't
the
urgent.
information as soon as possible.
Okay.
And Philip having you investigate something in the dark. I'm on to you, Trixie.
All right. So then you are going to need to make some checks to slip out of the palace in daylight.
Lovely.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Taliesin, you said you're just going. So what is the role you would like to make to?
Well, the first thing is I would like to be on the balcony looking around. Am I noticed? Am I told to go back inside? What do I encounter for attention?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
22.
Very nice. So, looking about, you can see that there are patrols along the perimeter wall of the palace compound, and you can definitely tell the difference between the regular Knights of Thrain who are usually guarding here, because generally speaking, this is a relatively easy posting. So this part of Flamekeep is not a prestige posting. It's a relatively easy posting. The Silver Shields are very distinct, and everyone looks though on high alert. The big difference is that the regular guards who are usually here are patrolling with an outward focus, and the Silver Shields are absolutely keeping an eye inward on this place. So you are not immediately shouted at or anything, but there are Silver Shields looking around, trying to to make sure nothing untoward happens.
Okay. The goal would be to, at the base of one of the stone pillars of the handrail on the balcony, fasten my crossbow bolt, drop down the rope, give a nice descent, shake my rope out to unfasten, and carry on about my walking. I would like for that to be, you can call it between athletics and stealth. They're the same for me.
This sounds like stealth. You're trying to go over the wall and out into the city stealthily. Okay, so give me a roll of stealth.
That is an 18 on my stealth.
Ooh, okay. So yes, you do the stealth game thing of watching the patrols and figure out. You seize an opportune moment when the Silver Shields are clustered down at one end, talking about something, and are able to slip over the wall and dart off into the streets without being noticed.
Away I go.
And away you go. Murray, Trifton.
Go ahead, Murray.
Other than over the wall, is there just like the one big gate entrance, or are there?
Give me a roll to know the answer to that. Your father was a long-serving member of the Queen's Blades.
He was.
So he probably knew the ins and outs of the palace.
History?
Sure.
$14.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that will be sufficient because of that connection. That there is, because this place is so much of it is disused, that there is in one of the perimeter towers on the lower level, there's a postern gate that's used for carrying rubbish out, allowing deliveries of food and things that's near the kitchens. And so that there is a door out that is fairly hard to notice from the outside, but which would allow a more discreet exit.
I would like to head that direction and exit discreetly.
Very well. Make a stealth roll to exit discreetly.
11.
Okay.
+8 is what you got.
I have +8.
You are the sneakiest
For
person
stealth.
in the team.
Who can't
So-
sneak.
You sneak down to the postern gate and are getting ready to go out when it opens from the outside, and you just fling yourself into a pantry and are forced to wait in there while a couple of the kitchen staff have a really inane conversation about some item of gossip from the you're stuck in like a side scene of an episode of Downton Abbey for a while, and are forced to wait until the coast is clear before you can slip away. Would like everyone to turn their D10 from 10 to 9.
I'm sorry.
Already?
And Trifton.
Before Trifton leaves, Trifton would like to turn to Zaro, if possible, and say, please let her know my sincere apologies, and it won't happen again. And then would like to leave.
Zara nods, watches you up.
Okay. I am thinking if Trifton can get up as high as possible on a wall or a balcony, would just like to scuttle quickly along it, and then drop down and head out, I think, toward the northwestern part of the area.
Well, as we've established, Trifton can climb 80 feet in 6 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
Oh, no, wait. Your base speed is 40, right?
Correct.
So, and you can dash as a bonus action. So you could also dash as an action. So strictly speaking, you can clear 120 feet in a turn if you needed to.
I need to.
Yes, you can do this.
It's outrageous.
Okay, so the goal is basically you're just gonna go fast at the right moment, up a tower as high as you can, and then drop to a roof and disappear.
Yes.
Okay. Give me then a check. I would say this description would offer some options. You could do a check with you could do stealth as the others have done, but I would say you could also do acrobatics or athletics if you prefer.
Acrobatics has a +6, so I would like to do that, please.
Great. Give me a roll of acrobatics.
All right. That's a 17 + 6.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
You are up and over with no one the wiser, and you are all three off into the streets. So, let's see who's going first. Murray, you're heading back to the scene. So you take off into the streets and make your way back towards the scene of your fight. You pass along the outer walls of the citadel. As you go, there are patrols in the streets. Almost nobody is in the street. Occasionally, you see people in small, like, shared courtyards with clusters of houses, and the neighbors will be out in those talking to each other, but subdued. The whole city is very subdued. People are staying in. You see a lot of heads sort of peeking out windows, but the city is on lockdown in the aftermath. Everyone has been encouraged to return to their homes. And so there are patrols. Most of them are city watch, normal law enforcement that you would expect, but there are definitely military patrols. There are patrols of the Silver Shields occasionally, and lots of patrols from the Knights of Thrain. And as you move down the alley that you chased the decoy down, you start to come into sight of the plaza outside the gate. And you can see that it has been it's been cordoned off. There's imagine a bunch of staves have been put in the ground in a perimeter, and they are projecting an arcane equivalent of police tape around the plaza.
The holograms from Cyberpunk.
Yeah. And there are guards watching the area. It's got active crime scene all over it.
And we know how much Murray loves sneaking around crime scenes. It's gonna go so good here.
So good. I would like to.
Oh, I was gonna say you got options here. You don't have to, like, sneaking past them is totally available, but you can come up with other ways to do this. Up to you.
When you say that, are there roundabout ways that I can get to the same location, or?
Sure, you could try to find an angle that's relatively unwatched and try to slip in past the guards. That would be one way you could try to do it.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Sort of investigate or perceive a different angle than coming straight at where they are most protected.
Sure. Yeah. Give me a probably for this a perception check.
15.
15. Okay. You can move your D8 from an 8 to a 7. So you get up high and are able to kind of get a bird's eye view of this. And what you see is that most of the guards around here seem to be seem to be City Watch. It's still immediate aftermath, and so the silver shields are ensuring seeing to the lockdown, seeing that everything is secure. They haven't gotten to the either investigate or clean up or whatever this location, and so it's mostly City Watch, and so that's to your advantage. Obviously, to your disadvantage is it's broad daylight. Well, not broad daylight, but it's evening. So it's still light out, and so stealth is slightly more difficult. However, you do observe a way that you could approach that is less observable. There's basically some wreckage from when the mage was just flinging fireballs willy-nilly and blowing stuff up that you could use to screen your approach.
So I'm going to attempt that, but with the flavor of I have covert.
Mhm.
And so if I can hide in 3/4 color cover
Mhm.
and light obscure,
Mhm.
and I can also I can't be seen in dim light. And so just with that being
Okay.
laid down,
Mhm.
I Murray is like hiding in, trying to obscure herself with any of the wreckage and in the shadows as much as possible. And so, being still against the column and then waiting for the opportunity to dash to the next cover.
Awesome. That's great.
But I can't
Yeah.
get Kronk out of my head when he's singing his own theme music.
Well, now neither can I. Outstanding. Cool. Well, that sounds like a stealth check.
Come on. Okay, 13 isn't going to pass, but if I
Mhm.
spend my luck,
Mhm.
is it accessible?
It is. Also, you earned a luck from your earlier failed stealth check.
Fantastic. I would
I'm
like to
so
spend
bad at
both of those
remembering
to
that.
roll a d6. Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't mean to do that. But also keep
It's
that.
a good number.
I said I was going to roll a d6, so it rolled a d4 and I hit a 4 on it, so I will still uncheck both to indicate that I have used the d6.
It's fine. You rolled a d4.
I don't want to be a cheater.
You're not cheating. It's fine. I just told you to.
Okay.
You can't be cheating if the DM said to.
Okay, so that's plus
okay.
5.
So
18.
So an 18. All right. So yes, you are very hidden. The late afternoon light casting longer shadows, and you are able to slip up and get just inside the perimeter while the guards are looking around without drawing their attention. They're mostly focused down by the crossroads, kind of watching for random people wandering in. They're not looking at the gatehouse itself, which is where you have managed to sneak in the shadows.
Sweet. Do I just keep going?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I want to investigate.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
We're about to quit these digital dice because I can't roll above a 5
Oh.
on it. Yeah, I rolled a 9. A d4 is not going to help that.
How do you put
Nope.
digital dice in dice jail?
That's one of the big downsides of digital dice is you can't shame them. I mean, I guess by switching to your physical dice, that's how you shame them. I suppose that's the digital equivalent.
Yeah, but I need more dice. I mean, I'm in a vicious cycle.
That's very true. We have just discovered that Colin has only one set of dice. This is outrageous.
Unacceptable.
I own 3 digital sets on D&D Beyond, which we don't use anymore.
This will not stand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a 9.
About that.
That is true. You can't do anything about that. So you start to work the ground. You start to work your way across, looking at the places where the mage was standing, looking towards where the fiend was. But as you start to move out into the center, you hear a creaking as the gate of the citadel starts to open, and a patrol starts to emerge. Meanwhile,
Dissolve.
Trifton.
Yeppa.
So you head down towards the docks.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've been given some information about where the dockside chapel, where Elid Thane is a priest, and are starting to head towards that. As you come into the dock district, the harbor district, the patrols get quite heavy, and from whatever vantage point, you can see that all of the ships are like there's patrols going up and down the docks, searching every ship in town. You can see the private vessel of the Blood Regent that you arrived in town on. Currently is occupied by a handful of silver shields who are walking the deck, and going through the crates and boxes and all of the stuff. They're clearly searching the ship. So you have a problem of reaching the chapel undetected.
I don't know that I mean, I have nature's camouflage, but there is, I imagine it's not raining.
It is not raining.
It's not misty.
No, it's probably it's too early for mist to start rolling in.
Okay. I think I'm just going to try to, my imagining is that Trifton would hug the walls of buildings, trying to get from here to there.
Okay. Sure. I mean, that sounds like stealth.
Okay. And Trifton would absolutely take a moment when seeing the knights on the ship. Trifton will look and just have to take a moment to compose themselves, and then move on, because it is infuriating seeing them on our ship, /her ship.
Absolutely.
Okay, so stealth check. I've got a +3. All right. Oh, no. I just rolled a 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you start to move, but man, that centering breath just didn't quite, and you realize that in your righteous indignation at the violation of the regent's privacy, that you are witnessing, you've kind of leaned out from whatever hiding you're in to get a better view.
Yep.
And you hear down the street someone call, "Oi, down there!" And you are forced to dive for cover, to make a break for it. You're put out of position, and I would like everyone to reduce their D10 to an 8, please.
This is a weird one. We never use this one, do we?
It's very specific uses. Like if you're using a specific kind of weapon, then you use it all the time. But
okay,
it's relatively uncommon.
There is. Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
While in such conditions, you can always attempt to take the hide action. I cannot do that hide action unless I'm in the nature's camouflage kind of position. Never mind.
So the hide action is what you're doing anytime you make a stealth check.
Okay.
And it generally requires conditions that would allow one to hide. So if you're standing in the middle of the street in broad daylight, there's nothing to hide behind, and so a stealth check would generally not be permitted.
Yeah.
What that's doing is, in certain natural conditions, even if you were standing in the middle of the street, but it's foggy, then you have the ability to hide, regardless, or if it's rainy, or the different conditions that you have. Similar to what Murray had, where Murray is just always hidden by dim light, essentially.
That's awesome.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine I need to. What did you?
You were basically put off and have to kind of restart your approach.
Can I duck down a side street?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not being chased. You haven't been caught. You've got away. You are very fast. So I'm not concerned that some random guard walking down the street is going to catch up to you somehow.
Got it.
But yeah, you have not made any progress on getting to the prior, and you've lost some time. That's what's
got it.
So you can try again. You can try a different method if something else seems more appealing.
I would just like to ask, what the heck, Casey? What is that thing that we can do in Blades and Banners where you get to ask the DM a question?
Scrutinous.
Cheat.
Scrutinous, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Someone
That's
who
a
doesn't
talent
have
you guys
that.
have.
Uh-huh. I really wish we had that right now. But something similar is just, as a monk, I am not entirely familiar with everything a monk can do. Is there something that I don't see anything on my sheet that looks like it would help in this instance? Am I missing anything?
I don't think there's a special thing that from the monks list that would just automatically allow you to do this.
Yep.
Obviously monks are very good at beating up people.
Yep.
And they're very fast, and you particularly have a climbing speed because of your nature. So you have a lot of things that you can use to your advantage.
Yeah.
But no, there's probably not a monk feature that's specifically tailored to this.
Okay. You know what? Why don't we how often do people look up?
Not very.
Yeah, okay. Trifton would like to get up to a roof and try to do a hop along the roofs thing.
Do some parkour.
Yes.
Excellent. Give me a again, athletics or acrobatics I would allow.
All right, acrobatics with my +6. Come on, you. Oh no, wait, no, I'm not using you again. I don't trust you. Let's do this guy. 16 + 6.
Very good.
22.
Cool. So staying up high, you are able to do some rooftop and clothesline running and all these things to make your way and finally find yourself on the roof of a small dockside chapel that Zaro directed you to. And you can reduce your D6 to a D5, to a 5. Not to a D5, that's not a thing. You reduce your D6 down to a 5.
Okie doke.
So you are up on the roof. There are patrols on the street. You don't hear much going on inside the chapel. It is a pretty simple building, vaguely similar in design to the cathedral in that there's big windows of stained glass and things like that. But a fairly small, simple building. It's got a large door on the front, but also smaller doors on the back leading out to storage shed, that kind of thing.
If I've gotten here safely, I'm wondering if there's anything wrong with just walking in. I don't know that we were told.
Just a matter of walking in without being seen.
Okay. Let's try a side door, please.
Okay.
Maybe if
all right.
there's one like to the side or behind, like where the pulpit would be, if that's
okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Go into the back and try to drop down and go through a side door.
Yes.
Cool. Give me some sort of check for that. Stealth would be obvious. If you can convince me of something else, I'll take it.
Give me a couple of years of more D&D playing. I'll be able to convince you of something. But I think stealth is the way to go.
Okay.
I mean, if there's a window open, I imagine I could like do a slinky,
you got a
acrobatic-y thing. I don't. But
yes,
that's all right.
You just failed a stealth check.
Okay, I was wondering, actually. I was wondering if I had gotten that.
Yep.
Yeah, then, please.
Okay. Then there's totally a window open.
Wonderful. So, acrobatics okay?
Sure.
Awesome. That's a 10 plus 6, 16.
16. Yeah.
Well
Slip down
sold.
to the roof, grab the ledge of the roof, and you just slip yourself right through the window and drop down into the interior of this chapel.
Fabulous.
Outstanding. And I think it's a slightly awkward moment, but we're just going to have to leave this episode there.
Oh no!
And we'll pick up with what Taliesin is up to at the beginning of our next episode.
Who knows? Not me.
Who knows?
Not me.
If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do so in comments down below, as well as in the various links you'll find there to our Discord, as well as to all the other things that these lovely people do. While you're down there, push some buttons, and new episodes of the Queen's Blades come out on Mondays. And until next time, thanks for rolling with us.